Penn State earlier tonight.
No break for Hughes, straight from London on a flight to Minnesota and having a wonderful season in that first of his in the Big Ten with Minnesota.
They say that's a big chasm from the first assistant's chair over to the big chair. Best of luck to you, Karch, as you move forward with the national team.
Thank you. We'll take plenty of that. All we can get.
Oregon thinks this is hostile. Wait till you guys go down to Rio for the Olympics.
Those are the most fun. I love those. In fact, maybe I even described it wrong. I wouldn't call this a hostile crowd. They're just really a very strong and supportive crowd. But yes, you get internationally, then it starts getting pretty gnarly. Throwing the D-cell batteries and the ice cubes and the oranges and the tomatoes. It's awesome.
Oh, I think the crowd right now looking for just a little help from the Huskers on the floor to give them something to get cranked up about.
Yep, and now Nebraska already with as many hitting errors as they had in the whole first set with that hit out by Mancuso.
Oh, Oregon thought that one was in.
That was very close. Let's see if we can take a look from this angle. Worth decides to let it go. Tough to tell.
That looked like there was a lot of blue under that ball. At any rate, point Huskers.
There is some talk, Beth, at least internationally, and maybe it eventually comes to the college volleyball, of bringing in a system a little like tennis. Ooh, yeah, that was definitely it. Bringing a system, that kind of Hawkeye system, where they have the replay cameras. You know what? If there's that much at stake, why not get it right? At least the line calls, as Oregon comes up with another ace. Kawasaki coming up with some huge ones. But I say I'm all for it. If you can have more technology to get it right, why not?
Especially if folks can see it at home. Baseball, soccer, volleyball, got to bring it in.
And maybe baseball has that history of tradition of relying on the umpire and the umpire's crew, but volleyball, there's lots of changes in the rules, improvements in technology, and the ball and everything like that. Might as well get the call right. You may not get the touch calls, but if it's in, it's got to be called in.
Strong serve there by Laura Dykstra, second ace of the match for Nebraska.
And you can see Jacob shaking her head like, I can't let that happen. I'm not going to let the libero across the net get me. And there's a good pass. She gets her team back in system.
Bergsma pings that one off of Mancuso.
Boy, what a great play. Sorry, Beth. It kills me when you come up with a great pinball play like this to make a poor choice and hit it into the net like that. Keep it alive. That can be a momentum changer. Worth.
Got a touch. Point Oregon.
And so now 2 points for Oregon when maybe Nebraska could have come up with the play that gets the crowd back into this match.
Service error from Bergsma. Well, I think you said it best leading into this set, Karch. Can Nebraska find the floor? It seems every time the ball goes across the net, there's a green jersey in the right place waiting for it defensively.
They've got hands in front of them at the net, first line of defense blockers, and also in the backcourt.
Camp Fisher.
Fisher having a nice night herself, hitting over 300. But Bergsma started strong and has just been phenomenal for Oregon.
Point Huskers. Well, we've talked about the significance for the Nebraska seniors. Very similar for Oregon. You like nothing better to have on your resume to be the first. And they could go out as the first team to get to the national semis and possibly win a championship.
And Moore calls this the best team that he's coached. Bergsma says it's the best team she's played on. Again, going at the mismatch. Brenner against the shorter blocker, Lauren Cook.
It is the most wins of the modern era. Back in 1980, pre-NCAA, Chris Volz's team played 58 matches in a season. They won 41 of them.
How do you do that?
Right at Worth. Now Mancuso. Jacob gets it. Back set to Bergsma. She had limbs and body parts going in all different directions and couldn't quite get enough on it. And that, for Bergsma, the first hitting error of the night.
After going 5 kills, 0 errors in set number 1, 7-0 in number 2, and 5-0 number 3.
Back to serve for the Ducks, Lauren Plum.
She finally lost one of her marbles. We talked earlier about Bergsma's got all the marbles.
Okay, all but one.
Through the block for Mancuso.
Well, if you're Nebraska, you have to be heartened when you see Haggerty crush the ball right to the floor. Mancuso do it too. They've really been having trouble just getting direct kills, especially early in the rally. But they got to notch more than 13 of those to have a chance to make this go 5 sets.
Bergsma sent back. She'll try again. Another stuff.
Covered by Jacob.
Cook got a wing on it. Free ball. Plum goes to Brenner. Right at Cook. The set to Bergsma. Had to tightrope along the net, and then Mancuso delivers. And that gets the crowd on its feet.
What a rally by both these teams, and finally Mancuso finds the outside forearm. This is the most energy this crowd's had since set number 1.
First lead since 1-0 in the set, and they'll add to it.
You can see the Huskers are trying to slow Brenner down by serving her short, making the ball go to Bergsma more, and setting up a 2-person block very effectively. No hole in the seam.
The crowd is up, and Jim Moore has to get up to call the timeout for Oregon as the Huskers are coming back. Little Red and Big Red making some noise now in Omaha. They're down a set and back in front here in the 4th. One of the most storied programs in college volleyball history. Only Stanford and UCLA with more trips to the semis. Another trip at stake tonight. A lot of red here in the Century Link Center in downtown Omaha. And a virtual home match for the 4-seed Huskers and the 5-seed Ducks. Winner will get Penn State in the national semifinals on Thursday night.
Oregon making a nice adjustment there, moving all 3 of their hitters to a different place on the court so they could get Brenner the swing out on the left side. An important side out for Oregon to stop the bleeding.
Let's see if they can get Bergsma going. She's hitting negative in this set. Good defense by Worth. Gets Mancuso the kill.
Yep, Bergsma has 8 swings now, just 1 kill and 2 errors. Great up by Hannah Worth, positioning herself between the 2 blockers.
It's the seniors leading the charge. Plum. Speaking of seniors, Kat Fisher with another kill.
Going right around the 6'5" block of Morgan Brookheitz. It was the speed that won. The speed of the Oregon offense won the battle that time.
Serving at Mancuso, Brookheitz. Plum, who's she gonna go to? Fisher. Worth has to bump it over. Plum going back to Fisher. Dykstra pulls it up. Back set, Bergsma ricochets and ping-pongs out. Ducks tie it up.
I don't know, to me it seems like Bergsma just found another notch on the volume control. She is bringing it. Not happy with struggling to put the ball to the floor here in set number 4.
Cook to Worth. Got it.
Lucky kill for Worth there. She hit it into the middle of the tape, but somehow it rolled onto the other side. The block was there, but she moved the net out of the way.
Double-double for Hannah. The headband change appears to have worked for her. Williams misfires. Dykstra floats one short. Bergsma. Mancuso able to pop it up. Plum feeding the beast right now.
And if I were Nebraska, I'd be looking in the rally. Bergsma gets dug on the first ball. Plum likes to go back to her to streak that hitter.
Boy, and does Nebraska love that sight right there. Bergsma headed to the bench with 20 kills as she rotates to the back and out. Brookhuis, point Huskers.